You ever get the feeling that someone's watching you? Not in a creepy horror movie way, more like the world is watching every move you make, every second you spend. And the strangest part, you're the one handing over the remote. Here's a question I want you to really sit with for a moment. When was the last time you truly gave something your full, undivided attention? No phone in your hand, no mental to-do list running in the background, just you, fully present. Can you even remember? I've been thinking about this a lot lately, because attention used to feel like something we had in endless supply, like air, like time when we were kids and summer lasted forever. But somewhere along the way, something shifted. And I don't think we've been honest about what's really happening. See, we like to tell ourselves that we live in an age of information, of connection, of freedom. But the dark truth, we live in an age of extraction. And the most valuable resource being mined right now isn't oil, or data, or even gold. It's your attention. Every single day, trillion-dollar industries are designed around one simple goal: pulling your focus away from your life and into their machine. And the scary part is, they're terrifyingly good at it. Think about the last time you tried to sit in silence. No music, no video, no scrolling, just you and your own thoughts. How long did you last? Be honest. For most of us, it's less than a few minutes before the itch starts. That small, restless pull toward the screen. That's not a personality flaw. That's a trained response. You've been conditioned. And here's the twist that keeps me up at night. The real cost isn't the time you lose. It's what happens inside you when your attention is constantly fractured. Neuroscience is pretty clear on this. When you switch tasks every few minutes, your brain never enters what psychologists call deep processing. You're not learning, you're not reflecting, you're just reacting. And over months and years, that reaction-based living starts to feel like your personality. You become less patient, less curious, less able to feel genuine wonder. I've noticed this in myself. I used to read books for hours. Now I catch myself checking my phone after 2 pages. I used to have conversations where I'd forget the time. Now I sometimes realize I'm planning my next response instead of actually listening. That's the silent erosion nobody talks about. You don't lose your attention all at once. You lose it, one glance, one swipe, one notification at a time. But let's go even deeper, because the dark truth has another layer. Your attention isn't just being stolen, it's being shaped. Every algorithm, every notification badge, every autoplay video is a tiny nudge. And those nudges add up to a version of reality that someone else designed. You start to believe that what's trending is important, that what's loud is urgent, that what's angry is true. But is it? Or have you just been pointed in that direction so many times that the path feels like your own choice? I'm not saying this to make you feel guilty. I'm saying it because I've felt the weight of it myself. There's a quiet exhaustion that comes from living in constant distraction. That feeling of reaching the end of a day and not remembering what you actually thought about, just what you reacted to. That's the real loss. Not productivity, not even time, but the sense that your inner life has been outsourced. And yet, here's the part that gives me hope. Attention is also the only thing that can't be taken from you without your permission. You can have your money stolen, your reputation damaged, your time wasted, but your attention, that requires your surrender, which means the rebellion is small, almost invisible. It's putting your phone face down during a meal. It's reading one chapter without checking for notifications. It's allowing yourself to be bored for 10 minutes and seeing what thoughts float up. Because here's what I've learned, slowly and imperfectly. What you give your attention to, you give your life to. Not in some poetic, abstract way. In a real, neurological, day-by-day way. The neural pathways you strengthen are the ones you use most. So if you constantly feed on outrage, distraction, and quick hits of stimulation, that becomes the architecture of your mind. But if you start protecting your focus like the fragile, precious thing it is, you begin to remember what depth feels like, what presence feels like, what it means to actually be here. So I'll leave you with this, and I mean it as gently as I can. The world will never stop fighting for your attention. That war will not end, but you don't have to keep surrendering. The next time you feel that pull toward the screen, just pause for one breath. Ask yourself, am I choosing this? Or is this choosing me? And if you sit with that question long enough, you might just hear something that sounds a lot like yourself again. And honestly, that's worth protecting.